The motion by the leader of the opposition called for the tax treaty over Gibraltar, signed by the UK and Spain, to be replaced at the earliest opportunity with a neutral and fair tax treaty based on the OECD model. Speaking in Parliament, Keith Azopardi said the treaty was nothing more than an attempt by Spain to gain control over Gibraltar's economy, adding whether or not a post-Brexit deal materialises, Spain will now have the benefit of this enduring agreement. Mr. Azopardi said the treaty recognises Gibraltarians only so as to penalise them by taxation and impound their cars, adding the government has not been able to achieve a return to trilateralism and that Spain has not recognised Gibraltar because it would not sign the treaty with Gibraltar but rather the UK. Mr. Azopardi compared the Gibraltar Treaty with that signed between the UK and Spain, saying it was obvious how the former's effects are damaging to Gibraltar. The leader of the opposition described the Gibraltar Treaty as the hallmark of the Trojan horse, adding Spain's political objectives are the same they have always had. For his part, the Chief Minister said there was no impending development requiring this motion, describing it as a vehicle for Mr. Azopardi's political opportunism and a retread of the GST's arguments from the general election, which he said the electorate had resoundingly rejected, making the motion disrespectful to the people of Gibraltar. On the comparison with the UK's tax treaty with Spain, Fabian Picardo said the UK and Spain operate similar residency-based tax systems, while Gibraltar's is source-based, adding the dynamic is also different because the UK is not a low-tax jurisdiction. Mr. Picardo said there was no evidence, taking into account the intervening COVID pandemic, that there had been any loss of inward investment or job creation in Gibraltar as a result of the treaty. He said the tax treaty was entered into on the basis that it protects Gibraltar's sovereignty, recognises its jurisdiction, and will see it exercise full control. Mr. Azopardi's arguments, Mr. Picardo said, attempted to undo an achievement of Gibraltar's as a people on their collective journey.